This Klottertal, which we are passing here, it's famous for its hospitality. We have a lot of wonderful hotels here outside along the road. Delta to the Black Mountain, for instance, on the left side, but I prefer the next hotel on the right side a little bit more. I'm a fan of the framework houses here, and that's the hotel to the middle of the castle, that is the hotel drape of the Black Mountain, and so every hotel has a wonderful, unique name, and this Klottertal is a highlight in the religious ceremonies. I try to explain. On last Thursday we had the day to mark Corpus Christi, and this road was closed for 3 days. What happened? They made a procession along this road, and the destination was the church here on the left side, a sandstone church with the typical restaurant opposite. That is always the center of a village. This procession here was prepared by everybody who lives here in this village. They needed more than 1.5 million of flowers, and they decorated the complete road with carpets of flowers. They installed 4 altar pieces, and this procession had 3,000 prayers, and more than 10,000 prayers lined this road. It was fantastic for everybody. They moved along the road, they prayed, they sung their religious songs. To have an impression about, I have prepared some pictures. They are not from the procession of this year. Of course, it was only 2 days ago. But I want to give you these pictures. It's worth to have a short look here. Here on the left side, there was an altar piece 2 days before, and the other one, 2 of them are in front of us, and 1 more is behind us. And everybody takes part in there, wearing their traditional costumes. It's wonderful for everybody, and they are very, very deeply religious here. And another highlight, ladies and gentlemen, was here in the 90s of the last century. A German soap opera was filmed here. We call it the Black Forest Clinic, the Schwarzwald Clinic, and the outside of this German soap opera was filmed here. And a hotel was the hospital in the film. And people came to here, they wanted to go inside this hospital. They thought this hospital is here, but this was in the studios. And they wanted to speak with the professor. Sheep straight ahead, very high on this slope. Sometimes we have goats here outside, and cows. Cows make the same way up to the slopes. And the creek Klotter is right of us. And you see the fast running water floating down. They need every day. Only on Sunday the farmers go to a lot of small farmhouses which are along on both sides of the road, and this typical Black Forest farmhouse has a special traditional form. This impressive building has a pulled down roof, and inside the houses, it's designed as all-in-one house, are people house their animals under the same roof as themselves in order to benefit from their warmth. The kitchen even in the farmhouse, were often pitch black, because the smoke rose upwards. This did not mean that the farmer's wife had no great feeling for cleanliness. The smoke helped to prevent pests from nesting in the structure, and also to preserve the buildings for centuries. All the farmhouses here are dating from the 16th and 17th century. The remote farmhouses had their own bakehouses and distilleries. The rich farmers had their own tiny chapels, because in hard winters with much snow, storm and ice, it was impossible to go by horse coach to the next village. When the older generation passed the farmhouse on the Sun, they moved in the so-called Leibgitting, the old folks' home. And so you have not, if you have a look to such a Black Forest farmhouse, you don't see only one house. It's mostly, and from here I think we have a wonderful view to the places where we have been. There is St. Peter and St. Margaret, easily to see who is who. St. Margaret has the Twin Tower, which are painted. And Freiburg is the rear part of the scenery. On the right side too, we can see it a little bit later again, and that is very good. If Freiburg is not so clear to see, it's a little bit foggy, and that is a very good sign for having good weather during the next days. If it is absolute clear and sharp, this shows us that the weather changes and we will have rainy days. I told you that I'm here often on tours with hiking groups. I guide them here along a long-distance hiking path. We call it the Westweg. The Westweg is the long-distance hiking path which is situated in the west of the Black Forest with a length of 285 kilometers, around about 200 miles. We need 12 walking days for this